Hello, universe. Sorry. Hello, universe. What's up? It's Zion. Hello, universe. It is Rondi619, and I wanted to come and touch on a topic, a recent event that happened a few days ago in Hot Springs, Arkansas, with the two young ladies. Monteria and Renaya, were essentially, let's call it what it is. Let's call it a strike, murdered, okay? In a hair salon. Their mother had driven them to the salon, and they ended up being shot both in the back of the head and the mother running away. This is the narrative that's being portrayed, but I wanted to come and let you guys know what it really is. Now, if any of you guys are wondering how I know what it really is, stop. If any of you guys are wondering how I... Stop. If any of you guys are wondering how I know what it really is, I'm going to tell you how I know what it really is. So, my sister, a girl that I call my sister, we've been best friends since we were 14 years old. It's actually a group of us, a small little group of us. We've all been best friends since we were 14 years old out here in Cali. She has a sister. And her sister, her biological sister that lives in Arkansas, is the mother of the two young ladies that were killed at the salon, okay? So the two young ladies, you have 22-year-old Monteria, and you have 19-year-old Renaya, okay? Now, I want to say that I have been seeing a lot of people dragging the mom and having so much to say about her leaving her daughters after they've been shot at the salon, and talking about, how bad of a mother she must be for taking her daughters, driving her daughters over there to the fight, okay? Let me first get you together about what actually happened, okay? So let's start from the beginning. Now, I'm going to say allegedly because I wasn't there, but I will tell you that this came directly from my best friend, my sister, and her sister, okay? Her biological sister out there was actually one that was involved, and her daughters were the ones that were killed, okay? So she's getting it firsthand. She's out there while all this is going on. Now, a couple days ago, my sister texted me, and I didn't get a chance to get back to her, but I knew something had happened, okay? I wasn't exactly sure, but I felt like, well, it must not be anything having to do with her or her son, you know what I'm saying? Because she would have just hit me and just told me right there, you know what I mean? My nephew. So, I sent her a gospel song by Canton Jones. I think it's called Hey, Mr. Preacher Man or something like that. It's one of his newer ones. And so I wanted her to hear it because I thought it was pretty dope. And it resonated, with us and the life that we once lived at one point. So I sent her that, and she texted me back and she said, B, it's all bad. You know what I'm saying? My two nieces got killed. My grandfather just passed away yesterday. Passed away yesterday. And stop. And her father has cancer, okay? Their father has cancer. So, I called her immediately. Well, I was texting her because I was at work, and the kind of work that I do, I'm in the field a lot, and I'm driving around a lot, so I can't really call and, text and do all that extra stuff. So when I did get a chance, I sat down, I texted, I'm like, baby, I'm so sorry, and I believe that the two girls that you're talking about, I know exactly who they are, because I was going to do a commentary about the situation. And it just kind of tripped me out how close to home it hit, you know. They're way over in Arkansas. My sister is in Texas, and I'm over here in Cali. You know what I'm saying? But somehow it's affecting us across the lines. So I'm like, babe, I'm like, yo, I had a feeling. I had a feeling that they were related to my sister, because when I heard Hot Springs, that's where my sister is from. And when I looked at the picture of I looked at the girls, and the oldest one to me resembles my sister. And when I looked at the mother of the two girls, immediately I felt like I knew, because she looks just like my sister. Okay, even down to the brown lip liner on the lips. Okay, I mean, that's actually what made them resemble each other so much to me. So I said, man, I said, this is crazy. I said, what the heck happened? I said, because they is on here. She, you know, asked me how I found out. She's like, the blogs. I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm like, what the heck happened? Because this is ridiculous. Essentially, in my opinion, that girl murdered them two girls, period. Okay. And she's like, let me tell you, you know, what happened. Well, actually, I said, is there anything that you would like for me to share with the public on behalf of your sister and your nieces, because they out here dragging sis. You know, talking about she left her kids, what kind of mother leave their kids, what kind of mother drive their kids to the place to have a fight and all of this extra stuff, right? And so what I first want to say to you guys is, I know a lot of us have become, a lot of y'all have become little Jesuses and all of that extra stuff, and always got something to say about what's wrong or what somebody shouldn't have did or what somebody should have did. I do the same thing. But what I will tell you is that the stuff that I do, when it resonates with me, stop. When it resonates with me, you know what I'm saying? I speak the truth on it. I'm just going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell it what it is. So this is what I'm saying about this situation. What I know is, if anybody has got a situation or an issue with my daughters, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Well, you don't invited me somewhere, you know, come and catch this fade, or when I see you is going to be on. No, you don't got to run into us nowhere. You know what I'm saying? We can meet at a designated area. Won't be no issue, no problem. Y'all can go ahead and go heads up and get it over with, and y'all take y'all lumps and bumps and get on down the road. Now, if you feel like somebody got the best of you, and you feel like every single time you see that person is going to be on site, that's what it's going to be too. But what we ain't about to be doing is taking no guns and no weapons and none of that weird stuff, okay? Shoot them from the shoulders. Get it done and get it over with. I'm going to be right there to make sure don't no faulty nothing to go down or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody, you know, whatever the case, don't nobody jump in or anything like that. I may bring my other kids or something just to make sure everybody stay in their respective places, because I don't know who you about to bring with you either. You know what I'm saying? Now, now that I got that out the way, let me tell you about what actually happened, okay? Was this is from my sister, and she got the first-hand information from her sister, again, which is the mother of the two young ladies that was murdered. Okay, so this is what happened. The day before, or 2 days before. Stop. The day before or 2 days before, Manaya was at. Now, this is all stemming from a young man. Okay. A young man, a young 22-year-old man, okay? And even if at this point, with going back and forth with both of the ladies over this one man, at this point, it may not even be about this man. It may just be about blatant disrespect at this point. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you, well, let me tell you the story. So, Manaya is at the young man's house. She spends time with him all day. This girl, okay, mommy, not bad. No. This girl sits outside the young man's house while Manaya is in the house with the young man, chilling. Okay? She sits out there for a few hours. Okay? So now she's lying in wait. When Manaya finally leaves the house, this girl comes out from wherever she is at, the bushes, the car, wherever, so where she's been sitting there waiting for her to come out, okay? And beats my sister's niece up with a pipe, with a metal pipe. Lumped her up. Okay? Now, what I want to say is that neither one of them ain't no... It's three of them, okay? It's the two sisters and it's the other girl. And from what my sister says, neither one of them weigh more than 115 pounds, okay? So, the side chick, I don't know if she's the side chick or the main chick, but what I will say is at this point, I'm going to call my sister's niece the main chick, because she was at the house with him at that time, and clearly the side chick was outside upset that she was in there. So when my sister's niece comes out, the side chick, which is 26 years old, she's 26 years old, and my sister's niece is 19, okay? And they both tripping over a 22-year-old young man, okay? She hits my niece, beats my sister's niece up with a metal pipe, okay? So they get to talking somehow, you know, exchanging words back and forth or whatever via, you know, after that happens. I don't know if they called the police. I don't know if they made a police report. I didn't ask my sister that. I'm just giving you, you know, what she told me. And I really didn't want to keep trying and asking all these questions and all these different things that I know you guys want to know, but this is a very fresh thing and it's a very painful thing, you know, at this point. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to interrogate her. You know what I mean? So at some point they get talking back and forth, you know, or whatever. The next day, well, I don't know if it was that night or if it was the next day, but what I will say is that the young lady at the beauty salon texted my sister's niece, Renaya, and told her to come to the shop so they can squash the beef. Okay? Now, I want to tell you guys that the shop that they were at is the 26-year-old's mother's salon. Okay? So, she texts her and tells Renaya to come over to the salon, you know, so they can... Stop! So they can drop their beef, or so they can, I don't know, either they're going to talk about it or they're going to box about it. Okay, so the 26-year-old lady sends a text message to Renaya telling her to come to the shop so they can squash it, okay? So they can squash it, okay? Now, she goes with her mom and her sister because this is the girl's mom's salon. And she don't know who's going to be there, who's going to be doing what. Yes, she want to settle it and she want to handle it, but I know she probably frustrated too because she just stood outside and waited for me and beat me with a pipe, essentially. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think she, you know, she could have been coming, you know, to catch that fade or could have been coming to settle it. Whatever it was going to be, the girl invited her there, and I'm assuming that it was probably going to be some form of a mutual combat. You know what I'm saying? A mano a mano. You know what I'm saying? Like real folks, like real folks do. You know? No smoke. So she gets there, you know, they go inside. I guess, you know, conversation didn't go as planned. Really wasn't no squash or, you know, none of that kind of thing. There really was no resolution. So an argument ensues, okay? So one of the girls picks up a tube of gel and throws it at the 26-year-old side chick, okay? So I guess, you know, there's an altercation. The other sister hits the 26-year-old. And at that point, the mom starts grabbing her girls. And she like, y'all tripping. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. This ain't what we came to do. That's not what y'all about to do. Let's go. So she's taking her girls and they go to leave. They walking out the door. You know what I'm saying? They're leaving. When they're leaving, this girl goes and gets a gun and she shoots both girls in the back of the head. And let me tell you something else you don't know. The mother got shot in the leg too. Now all of this happens. She sees her daughters get their head blown apart in her face as she is in the process of taking her daughters out of there so that they not fighting. You know what I'm saying? So she hears the shots, pow, pow, sees her daughters' heads is blown away. Now she's shot. She got to get up out of there. Somebody got to live to tell about it. You understand me? So for everybody like, oh, she bad mother, she just left her daughter. I know she just didn't leave her daughters like that. She had to get up out of there or she was going to be the next one with a bullet to the head. Okay? So she goes and she gets in her car and she goes and drives to the police. That's what happened. Okay? So this is my take on it. Young girls fighting over a dude. What I'm noticing is that out of this whole situation, I don't think any of my sister's nieces or the mom is thinking that this girl is about to have a pistol. You know, they probably want to make sure, you know, she don't have another pipe or a bat or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And just try to make whatever the fight is going to be a clean one. But what I'm feeling like is this girl has escalated her weapon of choice at this point. I feel like she set it up. I feel like she set a trap for them. Knowing full well, premeditated, knowing full well what she had planned to do. She came to that salon with a pistol. Knowing full well that, hey, okay, if they turn up or if they, you know what I'm saying? If we fight because she coming, she knows she called them over there so they could fight. I'm pretty sure everybody knew it wasn't just about to be just no talking. You know, at least they was going to put, you know, scrap or something. But no. She come with a whole pistol. And not that the girls get shot during the fight. She wait till they walking away. She wait until they leaving out the shop. Mad because they came up there and probably got the best of her after she invited them there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care what nobody say. This is the scenario I'm going to give you. If there's a husband and a wife that's fighting. Let's say a husband, a wife, and a son. And all three are fighting. The son is hitting the dad, and the mom is hitting the dad, and the dad is hitting the wife and the son, or whatever the case. It's a situation going on, okay? And so the cops, let's say the cops get called because now there's a double homicide or two people have been shot. And when the police get there, two people have been shot in the head. Everybody knows that the husband is going to jail for murder because everybody knows that that's not self-defense. Self-defense means you have to be in immediate danger. So if these two girls were turned away from her, I don't understand what part of that turned away makes you think that you're in immediate danger. Even if you did have a pistol, you couldn't have shot it up in the sky to shoot some warning shots. You just out here like a vigilante, a raging vigilante over a young man who don't even know how to use his equipment properly at this point in his life. He just figuring it out. It's a good thing you didn't have, real man. You probably be out here blowing up the World Trade Center. So the mom had to live to tell about it. She went and got the authorities. Okay, now they didn't arrest this young girl because this young girl is claiming self-defense, but again, I don't see a self-defense claim here. Not with gunshots to the back of their heads. I just don't. And I also, and again, me saying I feel like it's premeditated. She called. She told him to come to the shop. She sent the text message, come to the shop. I feel like she knew fair well, okay, I'm coming through. They get there and she waited and she plotted and she planned this the same way she waited outside her homeboy's house the night before and beat her up and beat up little mama with the metal pole. You know, at this point for her, she wanted to win at all costs. So it's senseless. And what I want you young ladies to know, and even y'all mom, even the moms, you know what I'm saying? Even me, you know what I'm saying? This definitely, is a wake-up call. You know what I'm saying? You can't answer everybody call all the time. Because sometimes you be dealing with a different kind of crazy. So I'm hoping that you young girls and all the mothers out there that's like, look, okay, let's go take care of it. Let's go deal with it so we can get it out the way. Y'all can fight and get it done and get it over with. And then leave this dude alone and then leave that girl alone. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case is. We're going to have to not do that. And I want you guys to take this as an experience and I want you guys to use it for yourselves. Use this as an example of what not to do. They went through it and they sacrifice their lives. Look at this like a sacrifice for y'all. They sacrificed their lives so that you wouldn't put yourself in the same position that they put themselves in. I always say a wise man learns from another man's mistakes. So y'all don't gotta go through this. This is the outcome and this is what the world is coming to. This is what people do, you know what I'm saying, when they feel like they want to get a hand up because they feel like y'all got the best of them. You know, they don't know how to just catch that fade. They don't know how to just take their lumps and bumps or their bruises. They don't know how to take them may nots. They don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? They don't know how to do that. Their pride be in the way. It could have been a simple knuckle up. If that was the case. But somebody always got to go too far. Somebody always got to go too far. And why it got to be over a dusty little dude? Y'all in the prime of y'all life. This ain't your forever dude. This ain't your forever bae. Y'all just getting started. And now it's a wrap. So yeah, it was a lot of wrong all the way around. But I'm going to tell you something. If you are not fighting for your life, let me give you another example. You remember the young lady that was at the Walmart and them girls tried to jump on her up in there and she put out her pistol, and when she put out her pistol, they all started getting down the road, right? Well, she was arrested, and the reason why she was arrested is because they said, looking at the video, she was no longer in immediate danger. Them girls started running away, and what she did was took her strap and started chasing them. So now she becomes the aggressor. And this is exactly what happened right here. These young ladies was leaving up out of that shop. You know what I'm saying? She might have even brandished the pistol before, once the older sister hit her. She might have went in and went, oh, I got something for y'all, and went and got her pistol in. And they probably could have been like, oh man, we out of here. Let's go, because she tripping. And on the way walking out, she decided to cap him. That seems a little bit like the more likely scenario right there that I would see, for both of them to be trying to get up out of there and walk up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Or all three of them to be trying to walk up out of there. Oh, she's tripping. Let's go. So instead of letting that be what get him up out of there, she takes it an extra step further. She don't brandish her weapon and call the law. She take the law into her own hands. And people, these are the kind of people that we dealing with today, irrational people. Everybody out here playing games and Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto, and they think that stuff that be on the video games is real life, and it ain't. And then when real life stuff happen, and you start acting like it's a game, don't punch yourself up listening to your shoot 'em up bang bang music. Got that lower level frequency running all through you. Sometimes you mess around and surprise yourself. So I'm gonna tell y'all, man, y'all need to chill and y'all need to fall back, because folks out here ain't working with a full deck. They're not even working with a partial deck, okay? They're working with a fraction of a deck at this point. So I just wanted to clear that up for you. She didn't just leave her daughters. But at that point, she knew that this girl was capable of taking anybody's life. And she had to get up out of there and go get some help for her daughters. And try to spare her life so that she could live to tell the story for her daughters. So, anybody, we learn this, as we grow, we learn how to think things through and be like, no, just let her have him. Just let her have him. Or don't go messing with her, because you don't know what this girl is capable of, or, whatever the case. Sometimes parents just come through just to, sometimes you can't talk your kids out of certain things. And sometimes us as parents think that it's better for us to be there than to not be there. So, I don't know, it's a sucky situation, but I'm telling you, I hope police that y'all go get this girl. Oh, and I want to let y'all know that she don't left town now. She don't left town. And I also want to let you guys know that the police are investigating the issue in the situation. So I'm hoping, through text messages and all this extra stuff that, with the girl beating her up with the pipe the night before, a couple nights before, that, they can see that she had a progression of aggression, that she was stalking, lying in wait, that she set this snare, she set this trap up for them girls to come over there and pretend like they was going to squash it, and knew she wasn't going to squash it, because what she wanted to do was get rid of her. And since she brought somebody with her, she was going to get rid of them too. And that's the bottom line. That's essentially what happened. So, Destiny May Radio, Trey King Show, and All Viral Access. I know that all three of those channels touched on this right here, and so I did want to come and clear some things up and kind of just let it be known, what it was and some of the things that led up to this situation, and just let y'all know that I, even though it is third-party information, again, I want to say allegedly because I wasn't there, but I am saying that the person that I got my information from is my sister, and this situation, who this happened to, is her sister. Okay, so I just want to say bless up, and y'all need to, recognize the energy that's surrounding you. All things, all things, you don't got to fight that hard for, especially when it comes to a person, because what's for you is for you, and you don't have to fight for it. So with that being said, y'all, any other questions y'all want to know, y'all ask me, or, whatever. But I'm going to need y'all to fall back up off of their mama. She about to bury both of her kids. And after being shot execution style, in my opinion, the killer is out roaming around. pending investigation. So that's what it is. I want y'all to send prayers and love, and the color pink and gold to the family. They're experiencing a lot of loss right now. And, you know, all of us don't been there. We all don't been somewhere and fought somebody behind some disrespectful words, or behind a ninja, a no good one at that. One who ain't even trying to support you or doing nothing like that. Laying up freeloading off you, want to smoke weed all day, don't want to watch his own kids. You feel me? Always got time for the homies and all of that extra stuff. Got a couple bras on the side, and you trying to prove that you the main one. You know what I'm saying? That he love you more than he love her. You know what I'm saying? Like all that stupid stuff. I don't learn my lesson. Listen, let me tell you something. I don't kiss enough frogs, okay? And this last one that I kissed was a king. He wasn't even a prince. Okay? But what got me to that level was I stopped lowering my expectations. I stopped making excuses for dudes with poor mentalities. I started leveling up and rising to the occasion. I had to fix my crown. You understand what I'm saying? I had to fix me inside so that I could know my worth and know what I deserve. So I'm asking that y'all do that as well. You shouldn't be out here as pretty as you are fighting over no dude. No dude should want you out there fighting over him either and getting lumps and bumps all over your head and all over your face. Now, nobody got the dude. So, who won? Nobody won. So I want y'all to think about that before you jump in that ride and take your sisters and take the homegirls down to such and such house because y'all about to get her or y'all about to do whatever. I want y'all to think about before you say pack that pistol and you like, bitch, I will kill you. I will do. A lot of time we be doing a lot of this, you know what I'm saying? And when it come down to it, yeah, I know right now I know she can't be feeling good about what she just did, especially not over no dude. So now she got to tell herself in her own mind and make this lie up to her own self that this was in self-defense, knowing damn well it wasn't. She reacted out of anger, period. And she was like a little ass kid. I'll show you. That's what my 5-year-old said. I'll show you. That's the mentality that this 26-year-old woman had. Dealing with fighting over a 22-year-old boy with a 19-year-old young girl. She don't even make no sense. Fighting over stuff that don't even belong to you. You ain't got no contracts with this dude. You ain't getting no pension after 10 years of being married with this dude. You ain't getting no alimony checks. You ain't getting no spousal support. You ain't getting none of that. You ain't got nothing invested in this dude where you feel like you have to work, you have to fight that hard for this dude. And guess what? In 2 months, he gonna be shacked up with two other women. And you bet not either. You better find, after all of this mess that you in the middle don't cause and helped facilitate, but the going back between the two, I want to tell you, I don't know if I told y'all, but she had been with this guy already for 2 years. Renaya had already been with him for 2 years, so I don't know how long the other girl had been with him at all. So, but still. Hey, if he ain't gonna love you the way you deserve to be loved, baby, you better learn to love on yourself, encourage yourself, and step your game up and get you somebody that will. They out there. Trust me. But, yeah, I just want to let y'all know that. So, anyway, I'm out of here. Y'all make better decisions. Just make better decisions, man. That's all I can really tell you at this point, And, just because somebody sent you an invitation, don't mean you got to RSVP. Don't mean you got to show up. I'm going to need you guys to have better things to do on that day.